Welcome back to my channel. My name is Loreal if you are new here. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out all new makeup. I did some makeup shopping finally. I haven't been able to purchase not a lot of makeup, but I purchased things here and there because, you know, I'm naughty and I like to spend money on makeup. But I wanted to test out a couple of things because I am getting married, so I do want to test out a couple of things to see what am I gonna do the day of, more or less. Now, XOXO Colors is definitely one of my favorite brands aside from like Anastasia and MAC, and these to me are like one of the top beauty brands out there. I wanted to dive into the block party and I got the shade Heart of Gold because of course I need to try a beautiful gold. Shall We Dance, which is a beautiful rose gold pink. Of course, I couldn't decide which palette to get, so I got both of them. I got Sassy Siennas and then Blushing Berries. Now, I am also going to test out the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced because I did want to try out a new foundation to see what will hold up in the hot weather. And of course, I already tried this out, but I wanted to try it with the new foundation. This is the YSL Blurring Primer. And so yeah, same as always, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. It is free 99. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the video and leave any comments you have below. I thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So I'm trying to decide which palette I want to use today. I've been wanting to get this palette in my hands for a very, very long time. I don't know, I just think the packaging is so bomb, so sleek. The shades are beautiful. These are the tones, you know what I'm saying? Like, these tones right here are just so perfect, like especially for spring and summer. Like, you know how many sunset eyes you can do, bronze eyes, brown smokies, like, oh yeah. So I don't know which one to pick. I feel like since I did like a pinkish mauve look in my last video, I'm not gonna use this palette today. Warm tones wins. I'm going to apply my base. I'm just going to use concealer and carve out my eyebrows, like a quick thing. I'll just give you like a little snippet of what I do. I'll just take an angled brush and go under my brows. My eyebrow lady gave me a different shape this time, which I am not mad at it. I let my eyebrows grow for a really long time and I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. It's coming out much thicker. My eyebrows were really thin last year and it's been getting pretty thick. By the way, excuse my nails. I dyed my hair yesterday. All the leftover dye went on my hands, so I'm still struggling with the eczema breakout I had. Like, it's right here. I don't know if you can see it right here. And then like my under eye right here is very, very dark and dry. So I'm just over spring. I've been wanting spring to come for so long, but like now that it's here, it's like, it's pretty torturous because I've never experienced this before. I don't know if it's also like wedding planning stress and like just general stress overall, like with life. That's making me so sick, and like I'm getting all of these weird breakouts I never had before. Just going to blend this all out. I want to start off with a base because if you don't, your eyeshadow is not going to last as long as you want it to, and this will also get a lot of pigmentation for your eyeshadows. I like to take a translucent powder and place it in the crease area. That way when you lay down your transition shade, that way it can easily glide on when you're going back and forth in your crease, as opposed to having it sticky from the fresh concealer. And do this eye and I'll be right back. I'm going to go in with the first shade right here. This is called Oh So Sassy. I'm going to pick up my fluffy brush. This is the Morphe 513. I like to look down as I apply my crease color so that I can really see the socket of my eye, since I have like pretty deep set eyes. And I'm just gonna go back and forth until I'm pretty happy with the pigmentation. You have to pick up very little product and then work it in. So far, so good. Like, this is a pretty shade. The second shade, Bossy. Bossy is like definitely a shade I would have in my everyday palette. Hell yeah, what? Oh my god, that's beautiful. I love this color. Switch brushes. I don't know the name of this brush. This is an old school Morphe brush. I'm going to take the middle brown shade, Foxy. I'm going to apply that on my outer corner. Wow, this is such a pretty color. It honestly really is. Look how beautiful that is next to the Bossy shade. I'm gonna take the brush that comes in the palette. I'm literally going to use every shade in this palette because it just looks that bomb. So I'm going to go in with Brazzy right here, and I'm going to start concentrating that on the outer corner of the eye. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go with the warm tone palette. I'm going to take the Block Party eyeshadow, Heart of Gold. Look how beautiful this shade is. I'm gonna swatch it for the first time. Ooh, look at that. You guys see that? I'm just gonna apply this with my fingers because that's how she, ooh, oh, okay. Wow. Oh my god. Nah, she came to slay. Like, I'm going to clean up my crease. So I'm going to go back in with the same brush I was using and the middle shade here, Foxy. I'm going to apply a little bit of that into my crease just to darken it up. Then I'm going to take a shader brush and I'm just going to go back in with the eyeshadow and just place it everywhere that like I couldn't really get in with my finger. I can't get over how beautiful this is. This is definitely an eyeshadow for like any special occasion. Like, this is beautiful. Now I'm going to apply the darkest shade here, Colors Sassy. In with the Morphe 507. I'm going to do the same thing, just going to pull it out and then start blending it. My pencil brush, this is Costa Reach from MAC. Angled brush. I'm going to take Brassy and I'm going to go over that line that I just created. This is because I'm going to put black in my upper lash line and I want it to be like more of a faded effect. I'm gonna go with the darker shade here, which is like Oh So Sassy, and apply that as well. And applied my lashes off camera, and now I'm going in with the YSL primer. I have tried this primer before, I just never tried it with this foundation, so I want to see how it looks. I only tried this with Makeup Forever foundation and the L'Oreal Pro Glow, and I did like the way it looks with both foundations. Just going to apply a thin layer of this. I like the way it smells, and I like how smooth my face is after I apply this. Before I apply my foundation, I'm just going to color correct. This is the Maybelline Camo Corrector. And the reason why I do this is so that I don't have any darkness seeking through my makeup. And you only need just a tiny bit. You don't need that much. This eye, I'm barely gonna put any because it's like really dry, crust out. That's how true it is. I dropped my top. Me and Benny have this thing where when we say like really true statements, things tend to fall out of our hands, or something always falls. It's like, oh, that's how true it is. Dealing with my under eye, I personally like to look up and then start blending away. Now I'm going in with the Born This Way. This is in the shade Caramel. When I swatched it in the store, it pretty much matched me. So I'm hoping I'm not getting played here. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to blend this out. I forgot to prime my nose. Oh yeah, that's a good match, actually. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, look at that coverage. It looks like it has a very natural finish. Natural in the sense that it's not flat, it's not matte, it's not luminous, it's natural. Like, it looks like skin. Wow, that looks really good, and it covered like the redness I had here. So before I go in with this side of my face, I'm just going to apply this Tarte primer. Is nice. It covered up my color corrector here nicely. I like the way it's laying on my skin. Damn, I was sleeping on this foundation. It looks good. Hell yeah. Now the concealers that I wanted to test out, they haven't came in yet. So, which I'm actually gonna just do a whole other video on it because I have like this idea in my head. So for concealer, I'm not gonna do anything new. I'm just gonna go in with my Colourpop. I'm just gonna go in with my Colourpop concealer. This is in the shade Medium Dark 30, which I honestly think this is hella like bright. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking bright. To add a little bit of color, because I feel like it's just a little too bright, I'm gonna mix it with this L'Oreal Pro Glow concealer. Same thing I always do. I'm going to look up as opposed to looking down. That way it doesn't settle into my lines that I have from having such large and in charge eyes. Okay, this is what my daddy gave me. My mom's eyes are pretty big too, actually, but once you see my dad's eyes, if he ever comes on camera, you'll see. I got my daddy's eyes. I got his attitude. I actually saw this post on Facebook where it had said like all of these scientific facts or whatever, because sometimes you never know if these things are actually true or not. But I think it is. It says that when you inherit both of your genes from your parents, it says that you actually genetically, like for girls, more of your genetics from your dad. So like, wow, that explains why I'm very like my dad. I'm just like my dad in a lot of ways, you know? Especially that, like, I'm getting older. I'm not that old, but you know, I'm getting older and I'm transitioning in life, and you know, I'm going to get married and stuff, so that's a transition in itself, and you have to learn how to do things and compromise and do things that you haven't really done before. For powder, I'm just gonna go in with my Laura Mercier. I always use this powder. It's the only powder I use. Although I would like, now that I'm so impressed with this Born This Way foundation, I'm about to test it out to see how it lays and everything. I don't know. I wouldn't mind checking out the powder. Bronzer, I'm just gonna go in with the Anastasia bronzer in the shade Settle. And I'm gonna use this as my contour. In the fam, I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy. This is Fuego. I have used this before. Sometimes I just keep things in their box because I think it looks just so cute. But this is her. I'm going to spray my brush. Ooh. Beautiful. Blush, I'm just gonna use the blush kits from Anastasia. Spray some Fix Plus now. You know what? I really like the way this looks, like without any lower lash line shadow. Honestly, I fucking love the way my makeup came out. Like, I don't even think I'm going to do anything with the lower lash line. Like, I think it looks so beautiful just like this, honestly. I'm just going to apply the Fuego highlighter in my inner corner. Go in with the Dose of Colors More Creamer, please. Oh wait, no, I am going in with no shade. Apply over the top. In place, I'm gonna go in with the, I was gonna say Maybelline. I'm gonna go in with the Milani setting spray.